Sup, ballooners? You may know me as the B2C guy or as the #1 ballooner of all time. I have spent the past 7 months reviving a project of mine called NKHook5. So, you may be wondering, what is an NKHook5? Well, this, my friends, is a tool that makes Bloons TD5 modding a whole lot more powerful than traditional jet file modding. If you don't know, BTD5 uses a BTD5.jet file that stores all sorts of information about towers, balloons, and more. This includes data from how much a given tower costs to what kinds of balloons there are and so on. Already the system is quite powerful and useful, but it does have its limitations. That's where NKHook5 comes in. One glaring issue with jet file modding is that in order to create new content for the game, something existing must be replaced. For example, if you wanted to bring Druid from BTD6 into BTD5, you might have to sacrifice having the Dart Monkey in the game. You would need to repurpose the Dart Monkey's files to match what Druid's tower file would be, since internally the game is only aware of what Dart Monkey means and has no understanding of Druid. Another problem with jet file modding is that only one mod can be loaded at a time. This is because mods effectively need to replace the jet file entirely in order to make changes, since there can only be one jet file at a time. NKHook5 aims to fix these issues in many ways. Using a file called flags.json, mod creators can effectively tell NKHook5, hey, can you tell the game about this new tower called Druid? And NKHook5 will do so. This means that you can create entirely brand new BTD5 towers without having to sacrifice an existing tower. NKHook5 can also allow multiple mods, since I kinda wrote a brand new asset loading system just for mods. This new system works with the existing game's asset loading system in order to patch the game's JSON file data before the game even uses it. Each mod only contains exactly the data it needs, which means mods are more likely to work together with minimal conflicts. I also made mod development for BTD5 easier by providing a mod development kit that anyone can use to begin creating mods. NKHook5 works with the existing jet file system and simply extends upon it, so NKHook5 mods are just as easy to make as regular old jet file mods. Using and installing NKHook5 is really easy as well. It's as simple as dragging a few files you can download from GitHub, linked in the description, into your BTD5's installation folder. But why am I even creating NKHook5? Well, I have always liked the idea of porting content from future BTD games back into BTD5, as well as adding some of my own. To do this, I have begun my BTD Evolution mod project. This project aims to add all sorts of new content, as well as content from games like BTD6. Currently, the mod adds my own Flamethrower Tower, Cobra for BTD Battles, and Alchemist for BTD6. The mod is still very incomplete, but I plan on making a video about it when it is in a more finished state. Now, I know most of you watching probably want Battles 2 mods, and there's good news for you there too. BTD5 and Battles 2 actually use very similar engines. BTD5 uses an engine called New Framework, which is developed by Ninja Kiwi themselves. Battles 2 uses a newer version called Battles 2 Framework, and because it's mostly based on New Framework, a lot about Battles 2 can be learned from BTD5. I hope that one day my BTD5 efforts can lead to a solid Battles 2 modding API. Thanks for sticking to the end of the video. If you find NKHook5 interesting, I'll have links for all sorts of NKHook related stuff in the description. Bye!